Well, I think as a Franciscan, to serve is always to be putting other people's ahead of you. Franciscan theology is about being the least so that others can survive, the whole live simply so others can live. So for Franciscans, I think it's on our kind of Franciscan DNA to want to serve people so they can become better or more fulfilled in their lives. People on the streets, they probably think about God more than we do because they're suffering so much all the time. So they're always asking these deep questions, but they really don't have a place to process that. But people just need to process, to vent, to be heard. They want to know that you're actually listening to them. So that's really what we're out there for. It's really a model of what we would call accompaniment and presence. Those are the two things we're bringing to people that they don't have in their daily lives. Brother Paul Faisefeld, a Capuchin Franciscan brother. I am Executive Director of Capuchin Mobile Ministries here in Jamaica Plain, Massachusetts. So in 2019, my provincial called me and asked me to start a food truck ministry. And it became clear that the need was not for more food. Most major cities have plenty of places you can get meals at, once you know where they are. But what people didn't have was the ability to go and get any sort of pastoral care or care for their souls unless there was a church program that ran something, but then you had to go to that church to go to that program. So I thought, well, why not take spiritual care on the road, and we would use the food, the sandwiches and the coffee, as a way a church might use a social hour after church to build relationships and build friendships.
The Capuchin Mobile Ministries is an outreach van that takes to the streets of Boston and Cambridge and provides care and street necessities for those who are experiencing homelessness. Our van has 7 stops, and these stops are at the same time and at the same place every day that we're out, because this is how we build relationship. We want to be consistent in people's lives. We want to be a presence that they know they can count on, so that when they are vulnerable with us, when they share who they are in their worst or in their best, we're doing it in such a holistic way that we see them and care for them, and they know we're going to come back because we do it every single time that van comes out. And they know at 3 o'clock where we're going to be, or at 3:30 where we're going to be, and they can find us and we can find them.
So we have the sandwiches and the coffee, and we have hand warmers and ponchos and some toiletries, little things that we put in what we call care bags. The idea of the care bag is to give somebody something that will keep them safe till the next time we see them. We don't want to give people things that encourage them to stay out, like sleeping bags and coats, because we want them to get connected to services. So we give them kind of the minimum to make sure they're okay, hats and gloves in the winter, but also because I participate in the City of Boston's task force meeting every week on homelessness, I can connect people if they ask or if they're ready. When volunteers come, they say when they leave, they got more than they gave. So the service is really something that helps people grow in ways that they're not even expected. So people don't just give. By giving, they receive so much more in return. You're going to their living room by driving to these places on the streets. So you're just there to accompany them and to be with them, not to fix them.
But what's most important in it is that all of these things, it's actually not about the things that we're providing. It's about the relationship that we provide when we're giving the items that people might need. And so that might look like when you come up to the van and you ask for a cup of coffee, we remember your name. We say, "John, it's so good to see you again. Wait, I don't think I remember your coffee order. Can you tell me that again?" And it's the relationship that we're building while we're making the coffee or we're giving the sandwich. It's the pastoral care. It's reminding everybody that they are beloved children of God in the midst of what could be maybe the worst season of their life, and reminding them that they are loved and that they are part of a larger community.
When people are successful, we don't see them again because they moved on. So it's hard to kind of find out if we've really mattered. But on a few occasions, you hear something. And one day at the Veterans Shelter near Court Street, a guy came out just to say thank you and said, "You know what you guys do? Just for the 20 minutes you're here, you give me back my dignity for the day. That's something nobody does for me." That's what the purpose of our ministry is. And to have somebody come out that we're ministering to and say that to us without us even asking about it means that it's working.